So in this video, what I'm going to talk about is how to create offers. Offers are the most important part of your business. In fact, if you don't have a good offer, you kind of don't have a good business, because offer is something that people make decision to invest with you. So if you have good offers, your price turns from looking like a cost to people to look like an investment. And people would invest as much as they want on any business, but if it looks like a cost, then there is less chance that people want to go with you and use your services. So you should always make sure that instead of selling products or services to people that look like expense to people, then you put that in an offer and give the offer to people so it looks like investment. So let me a little bit explain what I mean. The first thing that you need to know in your business is what is the thing that people buy from you. So think about exactly what people buy from you. I always, in my seminars, I ask people, what do people buy from a realtor? Most of the times they answer honesty, listing, the power of presentation, negotiation, like things like that, right? And then I turned back to them and I said, okay, so let me give you two examples. Example number one, I'm going to give you two realtors, and you tell me which one we would choose if you wanted to work with a realtor. Realtor number one is a realtor who has been a realtor for 25 years. In the past 10 years, he has sold 400 homes in your area at the price range of your home. And he wants to sign a contract with you to sell your home. And the other realtor is a 19-year-old kid who got his real estate license yesterday. Now, if you want to choose between these two, most likely you will choose the one who had a license for the past 35 years and has sold 400 of homes in the price range of your home in your area, right? But now, what if there is a catch? And the catch is that the 19-year-old kid who got his license yesterday has a rich uncle. And that rich uncle is going to will buy your home tomorrow in cash if you sign the contract with his nephew. What about that? But if that happens, what if you sign a contract with a 19-year-old kid and then tomorrow morning your house is sold at the price that you want in cash? Now, which one would you choose? Now, most of the audience, they usually at that point, they say, oh, we definitely go with a 19-year-old kid because, well, he sells our home tomorrow morning, right? So now I turn back now and say, okay, so didn't you say that you wanted to buy trust and honesty and experience and like all the things that you said? So how come now you suddenly decided to go with a 19-year-old kid that you have no idea about his trust, his honesty, you have no idea about anything about the kid? The reason for that is because people don't buy honesty, trust, experience, and things from that from a realtor. What they want from a realtor is sell my home tomorrow morning at the price that I want. That's what they want. They buy from a realtor. Sell my home at the price that I want as fast as possible. If you're a realtor and you can sell that to people, then that's what people buy from you. And nobody cares about trust and honesty and experience and everything else if you are bringing the value that they are buying from you. Now, think about your business. Okay, what is the thing that actually people are buying from you? Okay, now many times when we were selling search engine optimization back when I had my SEO company. Most SEO companies were selling to people, we move you to the first page of Google. Okay. Now, do you think people from a search engine optimization, by the way, search engine optimization means moving your website to the top of Google, right? Or Yahoo or Bing or any search engines out there. So that means search engine optimization or SEO. And most of the SEO companies, what they sell to people is remove you to the first page of Google. But my question always was, do really people buy being on the first page of Google or being on number one on Google? Or do they really buy actual paying clients? So Do they want to be on the first page of Google, or do they want to get paying clients? Which one is the thing that they want to buy? So most companies were selling, we've moved you to the first page of Google at $99 per month or $199 per month. But when we were going to the clients, when we were offering them, we were saying that we have expertise in bringing sales to you through search engines. Okay. Now, what we are selling to them is what they are buying, and our packages were like $500 a month or $800 a month. Some of our packages were like $2,000 a month, and people were choosing us over our competitors because we knew what people are buying from us. What people cared about working with us was having paying clients. Now, the funny thing was that many times at the end of our talk about selling them search engine optimization, we would end up doing so many more services for them. Besides SEO, like we were doing web design and SEO and marketing campaign and strategy sessions and lots of other things for them, because we knew what exactly they want to buy from us, not what are the things that we think we are selling. Now, it's very, very important for you to know about your business. What is the thing that actually people are buying from you? So instead of selling products or services in your company, start selling solutions. Okay? Think about the challenge and fear and frustration that your customers have, and think about the solution that you have to offer to them. So number one, sell solutions to clients. Okay? Now, one other thing that is very, very important to clients is that you offer them a package rather a service or product. Why? First of all, it's very important for you to sell packages and to sell offers instead of services and products, because a service or a product has a set fee. So for example, if I want to offer you strategy sessions and as hourly basis, then what I have to offer is like I charge, I don't know, like X amount of money, like X dollar per hour. So let's say, for example, the consultant is charging $200 an hour, right? So if you are charging $200 an hour and a client wants to work with you and you don't know how many hours it's going to take, the number one question for the client is that how much am I going to spend? Well, you don't know, they don't know. So what's the deal here? Like how much is it going to cost the client? You don't know, right? Are the clients going to get the result or not? Well, they may, but you don't know at how much, like what's the price for that result, right? And you can't charge them up front because you don't know how many hours you're going to work with them. So technically, you have to work with them for 5 hours, and then for 5 hours you have to bill them for $1,000, and then again you have to work with them for another 8 hours, and then you have to charge them another money. Now, what if you turn that situation and you put it in an offer? You put it in a package. So instead of selling every hour for this much money, you offer it as we offer you marketing strategy at $1,500 or $2,500, right? So it's a one set price for the strategy. Now, first of all, in this situation, the client knows how much is going to be the end price, right? So the end price is $1,500 or $2,500. So there is no guess game. There's just like right there, the client knows how much they're going to spend. Okay, you as the business owner can charge the client up front. You can get 50% money up front and 50% at the end. So you can get some money up front. The other thing that's very, very important is that you can decrease your delivery time significantly. And the more you decrease your delivery time, the higher margin you have. So for you, when you are working per hour, you need to work, for example, for 10 hours to make $2,000. But if you are giving an offer for doing the same work for $2,500, now isn't it better for you to get that job done within 3 hours? Because at that time you are charging $800 per hour, but really you are not charging $800 per hour because what you're selling is the solution. So always remember, the point of creating offers is to be able to set boundaries into the things that you sell and take the guess game out and create a system that people can buy from you at ease and with confidence, and make sure that they are receiving the solution that they want. Okay, so let's turn your services and products and put them inside offers. Now, so many people ask me, what about products? We sell products. Can we sell products and still like put them in offers? Absolutely. Absolutely, you can sell products and put them in offers. Look at the cars out there. All the cars out there, they're not just selling you the car. They're selling you the car plus so many other things that come with the car. Right? So each car out there actually is sold as an offer, and an offer includes several services and several packages and several products inside. Okay? So that's another difference between an offer and a service and product. An offer includes several services or products and products inside one thing. So you are offering so many things within one offer. And because it's a complete thing, the people feel confident to invest the money with you. Okay? Now, let's see what you can add to your offer to increase your prices and attract more customers at the same time. So this is what I like about it, because when you have an offer, then you can increase your prices because your offer doesn't look like a cost anymore. It's an investment and it's a full service. So an offer always has higher prices. Okay, so that's why I call this talk is how to increase your prices and attract more customers at the same time. Because you are offering better service, then you attract more customers as well, and you have a better price. So number one thing that you have to put in the offer is make sure that you are selling the solution. Okay, so we have that. Number two, include support. Okay, now if you are selling a product, make sure that the client is confident that if they need any support, they're going to get certain amount of support within a certain number of days. So for example, when you buy a car, you get like 2 years of guarantee on anything that goes wrong with the car, right? You get all your oil change and great services and products and the right packages in the dealership that you can go back to the dealership and order. Some cars come with 1 year of oil change, so they come with support. If you are selling, for example, websites, what you can offer is, for example, in my company, what we used to offer is 4 hours of support with any website that people were ordering. So they were ordering one website and they were getting 4 hours of support. And the way that we were positioning it was, within your package comes 4 hours of support. Most of our clients don't need more than 2 hours, but we will be more than happy to help you with any questions or any problem that come up within your website. And we come to your place and we help you to learn how to manage your website. And most of the clients won't need more than 2 hours, but you are going to have 4 hours of support without any problem. So the support was part of the package. Now let's take the support out of the offer and see how it would look like without the support inside the offer. The way that it would look like, okay, so you're getting a website done, but then anytime you want to call us, you have to pay us $60 per hour. Oh, how many times am I going to call you? We don't know. Like, most clients call us two hours, but some clients need more. We don't know. And so in that case, the kind of client doesn't have certainty, right? So with the offer, we want to create the certainty in the price, in the package, and we want to create the confidence in the product. Okay, so remember that always add the support inside your package. The next thing that people buy from you is connections. Okay, connections and community are very important for people. If, for example, let's say you go to an event, and within that event, when you walk in Saturday morning, 9 a.m., and you walk into the event and there are only 8 people sitting in the room, how would you feel if it's a like big room? It's like a room for 250 people and there are only 8 people sitting there. How would you feel? That's not really good, right? So one of the reasons for that is because there's no community telling you that this product, this package, this offer is a good product or package or something. So what you want to do, you want to make sure that you have the community on your side. Now we have 2 types of community in your business. Okay. Now, one community is the community in front of you. Another community is community behind you. Now, the community in front of you in an offer are people who are interested in buying your services or products. People who are actually your potential clients, your followers, your promotional partners, your production partners, people who are always talking about you as people who are interested in your products or services. So let's say when you go to an event and you see 250 people in a room, you say, oh, okay, there is a community that shows that people are interested in the services of this particular person. That's the community in front of you. Okay. Now there's another community behind you. Who are the community behind you? People who have used your services, your previous clients, your testimonials, people who can give you social proof. Those people are the community behind you. So in a marketing system, you need to make sure, and in your offer, you need to make sure that you have the community behind you and you have the community in front of you. When we have our Rising Star Experts program, we make sure that our rising stars are connected with each other, right? Because we want to create the community for our rising stars to get connected and to get support from each other and also have a sense of belonging to a community. So make sure that in your offer, you are adding a community. We have people who have used these techniques for yoga classes, for weight loss programs, for selling jackets, for everything. You can create a community, right? There is a brand called Tom's Shoes. It's a huge community-based brand. They sell one shoe and they will give one shoe away, and then they have a lot of people volunteering to giving shoes away, and that's like a huge community out there behind Tom's Shoes, and they're like selling shoes for $60, $80, good price shoes, and the reason that people like to go to Tom's Shoes is because of the community that they have created. So yes, every business can have a community, and it's very important for you to include the community inside your offer. Okay? Now, what about connections? Connections are also very important. As you remember, I talked about the 19-year-old realtor and the realtor who has a license for 35 years. Well, the 19-year-old kid that you chose has connections. So technically, when he's out and he is offering his services, what he is selling is his connection. It's like, you know what, I have the solution for you, but not necessarily the support, not necessarily anything else. Only I have the main thing that I have is a connection. And my connection is a rich person who is gonna buy your home. Well, there's nobody to go with. A person who buys your home tomorrow morning, or a person who may sell your home in the next 60 days or may not. Right? Most people go with the person who has the connection and can sell your home tomorrow morning. That's the power of including the connection inside your offer. So how can you create connections in your business? Look at what people in your target market need and bring those things, and find people who making connections with those people for your target market makes sense. So include those things inside your offer, include those connections inside your offer. Now the next thing in your offer is access. Okay, so what is access? Access is getting access to people that are not available on a regular basis. So for example, at the time that I'm recording this video, a few months before this recording, Oprah Winfrey came to Vancouver, and she called her event An Evening with Oprah. Okay, now there was no particular solution. Nobody knew what she's going to talk about. People didn't know anything about that event except the name, which was An Evening with Oprah. Right? 12,000 people attended the event. Why? Because an event was selling access to Oprah, right? Oprah is a person who is always on TV. People don't get access to her, like they can't see her. They see her on TV, but they can't get access to her in person live. So everybody wants to go to her, and everybody wants to get access to her, right? Now, in your offer, in your package, can you add access to people that regularly people can't have access to. So one of the things that I do, for example, in our programs, is I find people that are very, very interesting and I interview them, right? In fact, I added the access to my touch points and client magnets. Most of my client magnets are based on access, right? So we don't sell them necessarily, but we attract more clients selling the access to people, okay? So that's another thing that's very, very good to add to your product or packages. Now, the other thing to add to your product is luxury and prestige. Okay, so what's the difference between, for example, Toyota Venza and Lexus RX 350? Technically, they are almost the same car. In fact, if you put them beside each other, Toyota Venza looks much better than RX 350, and yet the quality is almost the same. Maybe there are a few features that is different, but really the main difference between them is just the logo. It's just the luxury that Lexus has and Toyota doesn't have. And for that luxury, the difference in luxury is like $20,000 in price or $15,000 in price. So you can definitely use luxury in your packages and offers. I remember a few years ago we added a new service to our bundle, and and we increased we offered a new program that was almost 4 times pricier than our previous program. And one time I was in a seminar and I was presenting, and I said, if you want to buy that program, you have to be making $500,000 plus. And we had a student in the room, and she was like, oh, I want to buy it, I want to buy it. I'm like, why do you want to buy it? And she's like, because all people in that level or people in that program are $500,000 earners, and I want to be with them. And I'm like, but you're not making $500,000, so it's hard for you to pay for the price of that program. And she was like, I don't care, I want to buy that program, right? And then the more I talked to her, the more she was revealing that she wants to be in our highest paid program because that's where she believes that she belongs. So luxury is something that is not necessarily just luxury. It's motivation. It's more want. It's associating a person with successful people. For many people, right? Personally, I'm not I don't buy luxury things. I'm not a fan of luxury personally as a person, but there are many people out there that see the luxury as association with successful people and association with success, and that's great. That's great. Every person has a different motivation. So just make sure to know that you can add luxury and prestige to your different products and packages. But we always have added prestige to our packages. That's why we have our Rising Star program. This is like our prestigious program, or we have our Diamond program, the prestigious programs, right? But we don't go necessarily after luxury in particular. So the next thing is selling credibility. So how do you sell credibility? Well, there's actually a $1 billion industry based on, or even a $3 trillion industry based on selling credibility, and that's called universities and colleges. So how do you sell credibility? Selling credibility is actually selling the credentials that helps people to go to the next level, to find a new job, and to sell themselves as a better professional, okay, or allows them to do certain things. So that's kind of selling credibility. Now, sometimes people think, how can I sell credibility? Well, actually, selling credibility is not that hard, or it's not that complicated. It's just creating a program that can help people to do certain things in a certain way, and you can certify people, and actually with doing that you can create a community. Now, at Success Road Academy, we don't believe in selling credibility to our rising stars or to our diamond clients, and the reason for that is because we believe if you can get results, you are getting results, and that's all that matters. If you're a certified rising star, it doesn't mean anything technically in the life of an entrepreneur. But there are many certifications out there that actually mean a lot to people. For example, if a person is certified SEO consultant, then that person can find better job as an SEO consultant, both as an employee or as a self-employed person. So there are certain things that you can create, and based on that you can create a community. So with the community and with the credibility you can create certifications, and actually the programs, the offers that come with selling the credibility have a much higher conversion rate, and you can increase the prices of the programs with certifications because they help people to take themselves to the next level. The next thing after credibility is security. Okay, now we all buy insurance, right? Our car has insurance, our homes have insurance. If you have an office, you have a business insurance. Even if you don't have an office, you have a business insurance. So we all buy insurance. Why? Because we need to have security and peace of mind. Now, sometimes you don't need to necessarily sell insurance to be selling security. Can you include a money-back guarantee inside your offer? Because that gives people security of their investment. That makes them feel confident that if they spend money with you and it doesn't work the way that they were hoping, then they can get their money back. So that's the type of security that you can add. Now, usually we use the money back guarantee at our lower priced programs where people are just getting to know us and we want to allow them to know us. But when you go to higher priced programs, then you remove the money back guarantee, because certain things you're not really guaranteeing the result, you're just guaranteeing the service that you are offering. So in those things, certain times you don't add the money back guarantee. But in one of our programs, we had a lawyer that at the end of our program, he added the money back guarantee on his services. And that actually increased his conversion rate, actually doubled his conversion rate of getting clients, because he had a money back guarantee on promising certain things that he will do. And that was what people wanted. So suddenly feeling that, oh, I'm not sure how it's going to work, everything like that turned into, oh, absolutely. If it doesn't work, I'm going to get my money back. So why not? Let's go for it. Okay. The next thing in your offer that you can add is dream, inspiration, and empowerment. So think about Tony Robbins. What does Tony Robbins sell? Dream, inspiration, empowerment, making people able or inspiring people to do things that they didn't know and they didn't believe that they can do. Okay? That's huge. That's very important in a business. So think about that and see if you can sell dream, inspiration, and empowerment, and add that to your offer. How can you inspire people? How can you empower people? How can you take people to the next level by helping them to take themselves to the next level? So that's the other thing to add to an offer. And the last but not least is entertainment. Whether you like it or not, you are in the entertainment industry. If the services that you offer, if your customer service, if your business is not entertaining for people, they're going to get bored, right? So one of the things that I suggest to our rising stars is always create entertainment factors. So for example, if you have a high-end product, high-end service, always create an entertaining factor beside it. So one of the things I used to do with our web design clients back in my online marketing company was I used to buy an ice wine and a handmade chocolate and put it in a box. So that would cost like around $150, right? And then I would drive to the client and just go there, sit with the client and spend about an hour with them, just have fun Don't talk about the business, and just like that, and just come back, right? That increased our average transaction per customer by 100%. So we were getting double the conversion rate, double the transactions for customers before doing that. It's just because we added entertainment, we added the human connections with the clients, and within 2 years, all of that entertainment started like paying off like right away. But within 2 years, it quadrupled the sales of the company just because of adding that factor into the business. When you go to an event, you don't want to get bored, you don't want to get tired. So make sure that if you are offering anything like that, you have entertainment included in your package. If you come to Marketing Mastery Summit or any other events that we do, we have a lot of entertaining acts there. We have dancing classes, we have high fives, and lots of sharing things. Why? Because all those entertainment acts actually improve the quality of the service and the experience of your clients. So I want you to go back to your business, look at the services and products that you offer, and I want you to turn them from offering a service or a product and turn them into offers. Okay, so it's a package, and that package includes certain things, and the reason that you are putting it into a package because you want to make sure that it delivers to the client like point A or point B. Okay, so make sure that you have a challenge, fear, and frustration that the client has. Create an offer to solve that challenge of fear and frustration. Add the things that supports that client to overcome that challenge, fear, and frustration to the offer to the extent that you are sure or you are confident that it can help them a lot. And then price it accordingly. Price it the way that it's actually the value, the actual value of solving that problem. Okay? That way you can increase your prices, that way you can attract more customers, and that way you are offering great services to great clients, and you will be happier. I'm sure that your mentor will work with you a lot on your offer. Just make sure that you have watched this, you go through this video and you prepare several offers, so when you go to see your mentor, you have your offers ready with you. Thank you very much, and see you in the next video.